The upcoming video game Jurassic Park Survival is in active development, and this past week IGN got an exclusive look at the game and unveiled some brand new images, some concept art and in-game screenshots. Their exclusive reveal also includes new information about the game, some hints at the plot, characters, dinosaurs and a whole lot more. There's a lot to get into. This is the one we've been waiting for a while. Welcome back to Jurassic Outpost. It's Jurassic June, news is aplenty. Let's dive in and take a look at the latest on Jurassic Park Survival. With many a tease leading up to the Summer Game Fest, which took place the weekend of June 7th, Jurassic Park Survival was expected to make an appearance, with most of us assuming a new trailer would play during the Xbox event. Unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be, but thanks to an IGN exclusive on the anniversary of Jurassic Park's release, we now have a new behind-the-scenes look at the game. Included within the update were some pieces of concept art which show us new areas of the island that we might be able to explore in the final game. Also included were some new in-game screenshots, a first for this title. We will dive into each new bit of information in this video, but before I go into too much detail, here's a summary of the new information. Jurassic Park Survival will unfortunately not be released in 2024. Brand new locations will feature that weren't seen in the original movie. Maya Joshi won't be the only character in this game. There is a chance that non-movie dinosaurs will feature, and Jurassic Park is Universal's most requested game. As I said, I will be breaking each one of these down as we go through the article, but let's get a look at these new images, because honestly, that is most exciting. First up, the concept art. A1, an InGen facility, building, entrance, a structure, whatever you want to call it. This is the communications tower on Isla Nublar. A Jurassic Park staff jeep is parked outside, the doors now wide open. A beautiful rainy night captures the island we know so perfectly on the night of the Jurassic Park incident. This must be the night of the storm.
National Weather Service is tracking a tropical storm about 75 miles west of us.
It's important to mention that concept art doesn't confirm that this will actually appear in the game, but it's a pretty good sign that it might. Anyway, you will recognize this building as the one from Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. It's the radio tower bunker that was first featured in that movie. The structure itself, built on Kualoa Ranch on Oahu, was part of the original Jurassic Park, but repurposed by Jurassic World staff to track the island's dinosaurs. What we are now seeing is that same, or what we assume is the same, dilapidated radio tower, but back in its prime at Jurassic Park in 1993. This is pretty damn cool, and for fans of Fallen Kingdom, an awesome way to connect the two movies.
After you, Tiger.
I really like this piece of artwork, but let's not linger on it. Next up, we have an even cooler piece that will resonate with most fans. Maya is rushing down the river here, being pursued by two raptors. She is in a yellow dinghy, navigating down the river. A scene originally planned for the first movie, and similar to moments in the first novel, featured Dr. Grant with Tim and Lex navigating down the river while being pursued by a T-Rex. The scene never made it into production, but Jurassic Park Survival represents the perfect opportunity to reveal both this location and to recreate that scene. And just the thought of having to navigate a boat of some kind down this river while being pursued by the escaped dinosaurs of Jurassic Park, come on Saber, do it justice. We've waited long enough for this moment. Anyway, this piece of art was a great one to have shared. It really is getting harder having to wait for this game. Alright, let's go through the in-game screenshots. Now the game is in the alpha stage of development, so all of these screenshots do say alpha at the bottom. We see the tropical jungle of Nublar here and a stealthily approaching T-Rex. Honestly, it's hard not to love this. This is just
Jurassic Park.
The next screenshot shows us a pack of raptors stalking in the night, and then something different, the theater. The rotating theater from Jurassic Park, in which multiple John Hammonds and Mr. DNA explain InGen's miracle of dinosaur cloning.
Hello. Say hello. Say hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, John.
We knew as much, but now we see it. In game, we will be able to walk through the visitor center, many buildings and attractions. I'm getting excited just thinking about this. Honestly, this is something I've wanted to do since the first movie came out, and now we will finally get to do it. Now we'll finally get to explore the island on our own terms, at least hopefully anyway. That's it. Beautiful stuff so far. Now, of course, this didn't make everybody happy. The anticipation for a new trailer was real, but this establishes something important. The game might not be as far along as we all thought, but that's okay. More time for the game to be the best it can be is nothing but a good thing. So far, the game still looks insanely promising and still is promising to deliver everything it says and more. Let's take a look at the article. Saber and Universal have given IGN an exclusive peek into their rendition of Isla Nublar. New characters, new locations, new dinosaurs, and all. Universal and Saber have shared with us an internal Q&A conducted with Universal Products and Experiences exec producer John Malchier and Saber Interactive creative director Oliver Hollis-Leek, which contained a number of tidbits about what to expect from Jurassic Park Survival. Going in, we already knew the game will take place one day after the events of the '93 film. The action will follow InGen scientist Maya Joshi, who has been left behind on the island after the characters of the film depart. There she must survive and attempt to escape the park, avoiding dinosaurs and other hazards as she goes. We learnt that we'll not only be revisiting iconic locations from the '93 film, but we'll also be seeing brand new ones. This particular setting allowed the developers to explore places that were only implied in the film, but never seen. Distant buildings, places where visitors were meant to stay the night and so forth, and the locations that we're familiar with may have been changed by the aftermath of the film. We have been working with all of our stakeholders on what the island would have looked like after the events of the film. This includes areas we all love like the visitor center and the T-Rex paddock, but also what we didn't see, things that were not part of the tour or got cut off by the storm. Those on the island were supposed to be there overnight, so what does that mean? What would they have seen and where would they have stayed if everything went according to plan? This is where we are starting. One thing is certain, the island is as much a part of the story as the characters and dinosaurs. Speaking of the characters and dinosaurs, it sounds like we'll see new ones of both. Hollis-Leek specifically refers to new characters, plural, meaning more than just scientist Maya Joshi, and in response to a question about special dinosaurs in the game that aren't in the movie, Melchior uncryptically replied, "Life finds a way." As for what you'll be doing as Maya, we still haven't seen gameplay yet, but Hollis-Leek offered an explanation of how exploring the island will work. The island is full of different types of terrain, many of them quite challenging. The player will need to use caution and planning in some cases, checking routes in advance. There will also be times when the player will need to move very carefully through an environment to avoid detection of certain predators. Maya, the main character, is neither superhuman nor an action hero. There are real risks for her around every corner, and the player will need to use a mixture of intelligence, grit, and patience to survive the island's many challenges. There's still plenty we don't know about Jurassic Park Survival, and there's certainly pressure on it to nail the nostalgic vibe of the film. Malchier says that Jurassic Park is the most requested game for Universal to make. Sure, there's the Jurassic World Evolution series from Frontier Developments, but the management sim rendition of the franchise is a very different beast from a single-player adventure. Unfortunately, we may still have a while to wait, as Universal and Saber aren't sharing a release date just yet, but did confirm the game won't be out in 2024. We'll see it out eventually on PS5, Xbox, and PC.
Can anyone hear me? This is Dr. Maya Joshi. I've been left behind on Isla Nublar.
So I mean, there really is a lot to unpack here, but what they're saying is all positive. It's hard not to remain excited. I do wish they could have confirmed if it was open world or not, but either way, it sounds like survival is key, as the name totally implies. I hope Alien Isolation is an inspiration while they develop this game. They have a lot to live up to here with how long it has taken to just make this type of game for the Jurassic Park franchise, and of course they do understand that. So let's not push it and let's not force them in any way to rush, because this game deserves the time to be developed correctly. Wherever they are in the development phase right now, the first trailer holds a lot of promises for what Survival is going to be. It makes sense that the development is still going to take a while. The game will not be released in 2024, that much we know. If we had to hazard a guess, then it's more likely now going to be released in late 2025 or sometime in 2026. But we will have plenty of new Jurassic to consume between now and then. This tease from IGN was cool, and as much as it feels like a bit of a response to the lack of attendance at that Game Fest thing, it's exciting to just hear and see more about the game itself. It's in development, it's on track, and it's looking fantastic. Kinda reminds me of the kind of updates we used to get for Jurassic Park Survival back in the day. How excited are you to play this video game, and what do you think about this update? I do hope the next tease isn't too far away, purely because this is the project that I'm most excited for right now. I really want to see a tiny piece of in-game footage showing Maya, just to see what this game feels like in action. Happy Jurassic June, everybody. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.